I really love seeing creation like a game
I love
rather
that.
than, yeah, rather than, this is a goal. Once I achieve it, I'm going to be a better person. Or once I achieve that, then I'll be a success. Then I'll be this. Then people will admire me. Then, which is at the same time sending the instruction to yourself right now, I'm not that. I'm
Yeah.
not that identity, which, that's going to keep you stuck and keep you oscillating. It's so powerful when you can just, why not see it as a game? You can have fun with your
I
creations.
love that.
And then when you start treating it like a game, like if you right now or anyone listening just just choose an example of a goal, if you call them goals, that you have in life, or a choice, if you like, the language we use, and saying, it's a choice. That's what I want to create. A desired outcome. If you just take that end result and pick one that you are right now looking at really seriously, like that's a big end result that I want to create. Like, this is going to be a big creation, right? Big goal. Take your one that to you feels the biggest, maybe feels like the most, wow, that's a lot, the one that right now maybe you're in a bit of seriousness with, like, this is going to be a pretty big journey. Take that one right now, just in your mind. Think about that one. What if you chose to actually treat it as if it were purely a game? Like, there is nothing riding on it. It's just a game you're choosing to play. What if you played with it? Right?
Changes
What
the
if it was
whole energy around it, doesn't it?
exactly?
Everything.
What if it didn't matter if you actually create it or not? Because let's be honest, it doesn't. Creations are a
Yeah,
choice.
let's be
They don't.
honest, it really doesn't. I
It
forgot that
doesn't.
too.
It doesn't actually matter. Whatever you create, it doesn't mean anything about you, right?
Right,
Me having a certain body doesn't actually change who I am. Me having a
right.
certain amount in my bank account doesn't change who I am. It's a creation. It's not me. Once you realize it's not personal, it's just structural. What's the structure you're in? Once you realize that, you realize, okay, well, it doesn't actually matter if I create this or not. It's really just, I just choose to. I would
Yeah.
just love it. And isn't that the same kind of attitude we come into for a game? Like, I just want to have some fun here. I would love to win. Like, that would be fun. There is an outcome I'm going for, and it's not life or death. It's not going to mean anything about me. How about I choose to enjoy the journey as well as the completion? So many people, on that note, so many people are holding out for the completion of their goal, their end result, before they allow themselves to feel good about it, to feel the
Yeah.
celebration, to feel the joy. And yet, if you really think about it, for every creation, every end result, the majority of that creational process is the process. You're not there yet. The completion is like this tiny little moment in
Yeah.
time at the end of that creation process. So
Yeah.
does it really make sense to say, yes, I want to create this end result, but I'm not going to enjoy it until the very last moment of the creation? Like, yeah, 3 years down the line, I'm going to have a really happy moment. If most of our life is spent in the creational process, on the journey, I haven't completed it yet, but I'm in the creation. If most of our life, literally our lifetime, is spent in that state, in that stage of creation, with, yes, lots of little snippets of completed, 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 great, but most of it is in the creation, the actual, it's a creation in progress. If most of our life is spent in that, doesn't it make sense to actually enjoy that part of it too?
It
Right?
makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So so when you really treat it like a game, you remember, why do I play a game? I play to have fun. I don't play, I mean, maybe some people don't. I used to be extremely competitive, so sometimes it wasn't always a game to me. But let's take, a game that you're allowing yourself to enjoy. You play it to have fun, right? That's why it's called playing a game. You play it to have fun. not that you're working hard and in the stress and in the until and only if you win, right? Then you can celebrate. You play to have fun along the whole, that's part of the game.
And Alicia, I can't
Over.
just play with apathy either. Like, oh well, if I win, fine. If I lose, fine. I don't. Yeah, that's just not me either. I play to win, but if I
Oh
don't
yeah,
win, I'm okay. I can still celebrate how much fun I had, and yeah,
that's the point. It's you can have celebrations along the way. You can have fun
yeah.
along the way, and yes, we still have a desired outcome.
I'm in a
And
tournament this weekend, so I'm perfectly prepared.
yes, awesome, perfect timing. Maybe this is why it was in the field for us to actually bring through and discuss. It was
Good,
right
good,
there
good.
waiting. It's true, and the other thing to remember is that yes, we're still playing the game for a desired outcome. We have chosen the outcome
Yes.
we want to create. We're not saying that, basically, when you really understand creation, you realize that you don't have to fail. As in, failure is a choice because you only really fail when you stop going for it. If you haven't
I
yet
love
got
that.
there, maybe something goes wrong. Maybe you don't get the desired outcome you wanted from a specific action, right? And you define that tiny outcome as a failure, right? Because you got a result that was different from what you expected. If you want, you can define that as a failure. It's not really a failure. It was that you still created something. You took an action, you still created a result.
Yes.
Wasn't what you
Yes.
expected. That's not a failure. That's a creation. It has feedback in it, right? Oh, I took that action, I got this. Okay, if I internalize that feedback, I can take a new action and incrementally create more and more likelihood of success because you're actually learning. If you choose to define that result that you created as, oh, I failed, and you give up on the end result, that's the only time you can actually legitimately fail because, well, now you aren't going to get there. You've actually stopped trying. You've actually given up. That's the only point at which okay, you can call that a failure because you're no longer in the creational journey, right? If, however, that's why I say failure is a choice. It's a choice of, are you giving up? Okay, then yes, that would count as
Or
a
not
failure.
trying.
Right. If, however, you get a result that you didn't plan to get, and you can look at that as a failure if you want. It's not truly a failure, right? Just a different outcome than you expected. If you notice that, okay, that's not actually failure, I can still create my end result. Yes, this path didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. That doesn't mean you can't create your end result. It just means you need to take some different actions now, or you still need to take a few more, or you still need to do that, maybe a couple more times and practice and get better, get more skilled at it. Whatever it is, you're still actually in the process of the creation. It's not over. So you can still absolutely 100% succeed. You're just not there yet. That's the difference. And that's how failure is really a choice. How are you defining the result you just got? And are you actually just going to stop there? Right? If you choose to just stay in the tension, stay in the creation, you haven't failed yet. No, absolutely not. Really, all that's happened is that you haven't yet succeeded. Right? Yeah.